A vicious Halloween beating has a lot of people second-guessing a judge's decision. Here's what happened. The victims were 3 white women. 4 of their attackers, black teens. They were sentenced to probation and house arrest. The victims' families say the teens got off too easy.
This man that kicked, hit, and punched these girls in the face. My daughter, while she was laying unconscious on the ground, from being hit in the head with a skateboard, he still continued to hit and kick and punch my daughter's head and face. And Lauren is walking out of court getting probation.
Pam Bondi is a Florida State prosecutor. David Yannetti is a criminal defense attorney. Pam, did they get off too easy?
Julie, in this case, I believe they did. I certainly believe they did. One of the main reasons is they have yet to admit their guilt. So I don't know how you can rehabilitate these young people who haven't even admitted that they committed the crime when a judge has convicted them. These were very, very serious charges, and now they're also 18 years old already.
All right, David, prosecutors calling this a hate crime. Some of the youths hurled racial insults at the women, and one was actually heard shouting out loud, "I hate whites." So a lot of people thought that hate crime designation is supposed to produce stronger penalties. Why wasn't it this time then?
Well, Julie, quite frankly, I think that this decision should not surprise people as much as it apparently has for 3 reasons. Number one, these juveniles came before the court with absolutely no prior criminal record. And oftentimes, especially teenagers with no record, do get a break the first time around. And also, I think the more important reason is that the primary stated goal of the California juvenile justice system is rehabilitation and not punishment. And the judge's job in this case was to fashion the least restrictive alternative to guarantee the rehabilitation of these juveniles, and I think that's what he did.
All right, Pam, here's what I don't get. David says they didn't have priors. Okay, fine. So they don't have priors, and some of the youths that actually attacked these girls were as young as the age of 13. So I don't know. Does that mean that if you're a minor, you get away with this, at least if you don't do it more than once because you have no prior?
Well, that's what it sounds like, and one of the prosecutor's very good arguments that she made was that although they didn't have priors, these were very serious crimes, and I think Antoinette, one of the girls who was charged, the 16 or 18-year-old, she had at least 10 to 12 fights in school, as well as one of the other individuals. They were also convicted of the hate crime enhancement. And again, Julie, I believe in rehabilitation. I believe that if you can rehabilitate a child, however, they have yet to admit their guilt. So how can you rehabilitate someone who won't take responsibility for their crime? That's my biggest problem.
All right, and David, all 3 women who were attacked by these youths, 4 of them in fact, but 3 of them were women, or girls, I should say, teenage girls. If the attackers were boys on a bunch of girls, do you think we'd be talking about a little more than probation and house arrest?
Well, you know, I don't want to speculate about that. I would hope not. I would note, however, that there's this big outcry, but let's bear in mind that the prosecution was asking for 9 months in juvenile camp, which was the maximum penalty allowed by law. All of these juveniles, including one who was ultimately found not guilty, was held for over 3 months while pending trial and during trial. So that penalty, as well as you know, strict probation until they're 21 years old, they're going to be on the hook for quite a while. And if they reoffend or misbehave in any way, the public and the prosecutors will get their pound of flesh.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. But let's hope so, and let's hope this teaches some kids lessons that they can't get away with this sort of thing. Pam Bondi, Dave Yannetti, thank you both for coming on today.